and I would select the option that matches the resolution of your display. When you click on this drop-down list, here I see display 1, I only have one monitor, and my resolution is 2560 by 1440. I'll select this option. Next, there's a question about the frames per second that we would like to use, and we have several different options here. We could go with 30 frames per second or 60 frames per second, or we could do either one but prefer either higher frames or lower frames. In general, if you're going to be recording, say, gameplay, you probably want to go with a higher frame rate. That makes it look a little bit smoother. If you're going to be recording things like your desktop or an application, you probably want to go with 30 frames per second and you'll have a little bit better resolution. So I'm going to select 30 frames per second now, but feel free to choose the value that matches what you're planning on recording. Once we make all of our selections, let's now click on Next. On the next screen, we'll see the final results of the auto configuration wizard, and this shows us the various settings that it's going to put in place for our recording. And all of this looks good, so next, let's click on Apply Settings. If you want to go back and make any modifications to the settings, you can always click on Tools again and you could run through the auto configuration wizard. Once again, this is by far the easiest way to get started. Alternatively, if you want to tweak the various settings, you can click on the File menu, click on Settings. Within Settings, click on Output, and then you can customize your streaming and your recording settings. If you want full control, you can also click on Output Mode and then click on Advanced, and you have full control over the settings of your streaming and your recording. Once again, using the auto configuration wizard is by far the easiest way to get going. Now that we've gone through the auto configuration wizard and all of our settings are in place, next we need to tell OBS what we want to record or what we want to stream. And to do that, we're going to use this real estate right here. This black rectangle area, this is referred to as the scene, and we are going to add different sources to the scene. Down in the bottom left-hand corner, you can see that this scene is called Scene, and we'll leave this name for now. However, you can